Gets it to fall! Andrew with the half-court heave!
Presented by McLarty-Daniel.
Welcome to McLarty-Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McLarty-Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McLarty-Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McLarty-Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McLartyDaniel.com.
Try the 3 and 3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
No matter what kind of car you drive, 2 things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. We have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. And our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. Don't wait another day and take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing. Only at your local Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Learn to love your ride again at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale. At Tommy's Express, our state-of-the-art wash tunnel is the perfect size for practically any vehicles, regardless of size or shape. Our industry-leading wash uses low energy and reclaimed water, making your vehicle clean while being green. You can skip the line while getting great deals and discounts when you download the Tommy Club app. Sign up today for your first month of unlimited washing. Loving your ride is that easy when you go to Tommy's Express Car Wash in Springdale.
Fall means a lot of things to a lot of people. Falling leaves, pumpkin patches, football games, cozy sweaters, and most importantly, comfort food. A good place to start is with Tyson Pork Roast, high-quality protein that delivers flavor and value for your home team. Pick up your boneless pork loin roast at your local Walmart for that perfect family gathering on game day or any day. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
Your pet gives you companionship, friendship, and love. At Whole Pet, we are an independently owned business that is passionate about helping you give your pet their best life. We have a great selection of nutritious foods and healthy treats. And when you join our loyalty program, you can earn free bags of food. Spoil your pet with our luxurious spa and grooming services. And while you are at it, grab one of the latest toys to add even more fun and excitement to your pet's day. Whole Pet. Visit our locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, and our new location coming soon in Bentonville.
It's hot, and so are the savings at Springdale Tractor Company when you buy the Kubota L-Series tractor package. Right now, the Kubota L2501 DT tractor and loader, it's just $18,500 cash. Or choose 0 down with 0.99% financing up to 60 months. Save green when you buy orange and the Kubota L-Series tractor package from Springdale Tractor Company. If you need it now, don't wait. Come see us in Springdale at 6160 West Sunset Avenue or shop online at springdaletractor.com.
It's Smoothie King time!
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Stuck frozen while I stay in motion. I'ma pass you up while you stop and smell the roses. Pure devotion.
She takes a three, gets the ball. Roller was 16 in the quarter.
Unfazed. Tie game for
launches it half court. Gets it to fall. Andrew with the half court heave.
If it didn't break me, it only made me stronger. What's passion?
She'll go inside, won't be deterred, and gets the layup. Another jumper, gets it to fall. Valencia is scoring at will right now.
You just gotta keep going, that's the game, that's the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Class 6A Centennial Bank State Basketball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association and hosted by Rogers High School. Tonight's matchup features the Springdale Har-Ber Wildcats and the North Little Rock Wildcats. Let's make the starting lineups first. For Springdale Har-Ber, number 11, a senior, Galatia Andrew. Number 20, a senior, Mary Blake Bartfeld. Number 23, a junior, the Lady Roller. Number 30, a senior, Alexis Placencia. And number 33, a senior, Patience McDaniel. Har-Ber's coached by Kimberly Jenkins. She's assisted by Josh Tarver and Bakari Norman. And now the starters for North Little Rock. Number 1, 5'5" senior, Darren Freeman. Number 4, a 5'10" junior, Jocelyn Tate. Number 15, a 5'9" senior, April Edwards. Number 22, a 5'10" senior, Shemaiah Bruno. And number 34, a 6' junior, Madison Hatley. North Little Rock is coached by Darryl Fipple. He's assisted by Russell Stumpenhouse.
Good evening and welcome to the Wildcat Sports Network as we've got a great game for you here tonight. It is going to be a fun one, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, big time second round matchup right here. I mean, this is a chance to go to the semifinals and get one more game tomorrow night.
Yep, Har-Ber Lady Wildcats, the only team left in it for Har-Ber High School, so going to be an interesting one to see how they handle this ball game. They did a good job in the first outing in the first round, but right now this is the game that matters.
Winner of this one plays Cabot, 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
As now the charging Wildcats with the ball. They come around the screen, try to get it to the middle. The Wildcats play some good defense. Traveling violation called, and the sportsmanship right there by Andrew and McDaniel. And I was talking to him a little bit about this game and how important it was, and they say, we know how important this game is. We're going to play like it. As Andrew gives the ball up to Martfeld. Martfeld going to dribble it across. Now gives it back to Andrew to reset for the offense. They are face guarding Patience McDaniel. Gives it over to Roller. Now Martfeld. They're trying to run McDaniel off a slew of screens. Comes off of it, gets to her left, is picked right there by...
Good hands by Edwards right there to get the steal. She takes it coast to coast.
And now Hatley goes up, doesn't get it. Martfeld trying to rebound, but it's rebounded by one of the smallest on the court. Garen Freeman will come away with it. She'll fall down as well, and jump ball violation, and the arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats.
Good defense. Wildcat defense flying around right there. Doesn't look like we're going to get a late start with the girls.
No, they are going to start off strong for sure. As that one's given down low, and there you go. A jump ball is called. Delaney Roller gets a hand on the ball, and that'll be possession arrow favoring the charging Wildcats on the baseline. Our score 0-0 still with 7:03 left to play in the first.
A lot of active hands right there from the Wildcat defense.
Now Edwards, she's against McDaniel. Normally you start McDaniel against the best players, so going to assume that's what she is. 3 up, 3, no good right there by Brown. As McDaniel now has the ball. She's guarded heavily by Freeman. Now Andrew, we saw her get very active last night. Now McDaniel blocked from behind by Freeman.
Great backdoor cut right there, and it doesn't work unless you get a good pass. That was a good shot right there for Pacious.
And it was a good shot created by Galatia Andrew, but at the same time weren't able to convert as they get it inside to Andrew, right back to Roller, now back to Andrew. Reset it. A lot of size on this charging Wildcat team. Now Roller. Gives it up Martfeld. She'll come off the screen. Put on the moves. Go inside. Put up the shot. Didn't know where she was, but the ball will go to the Wildcats as it went out on a slew of charging Wildcats.
Mary Blake being aggressive on the offensive end right there.
Someone's got to do it right now. They're face guarding Patience McDaniel, really taking her out so far in this ball game. Have blocked her shot, have face guarded her well. As Andrew sidestep 3, gets it up in time, doesn't get the shot to fall though, had to rush it a little bit, and our score remains 0-0. Now Freeman, she'll go inside, blocked away by McDaniel, so a defensive masterclass by both teams. Roller and streaking stride, goes up for the mid-range, gets it, starts off the ball game, scoring it for the Lady Wildcats.
Glad she made that one. A little bit better of a pass, and it could have been a layup, but I'm glad we got out of there with 2 points.
Exactly. The Wildcats capitalize on that end of the floor now, and they've got to put together a good defensive stand. As now Edwards with the ball, sends it over to Freeman. Freeman going to drive, sees a mismatch she likes, goes inside, puts it up, and once you break that scoring column for one team, the other team's going to act quick.
Right. That's a nice aggressive take to the hole right there for Freeman.
They get it up to Andrew. Wildcats having to handle that full court defense. Now Andrew gives it up Roller. She spots up for 3. Up, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Freeman.
It's a good block out by Freeman right there. That was a long rebound, and she got it because she blocked out.
Now Freeman, guarded by Andrew. She went into the post against her last time. They see a mismatch that they like a lot with Andrew, but Andrew's not a chump defender as McDaniel going the other way. She's not looking to stop, and will get fouled right there initially.
Reaching foul charge to Jocelyn Tate.
As we're going to get a shoe tie here as the Wildcats will have the ball on the sideline. Patience McDaniel will do the honors of inbounds and gets it inside to Andrew. Andrew going to have to be aggressive here offensively if the Wildcats have a chance. They get it down to McDaniel. Goes to her left, is blocked again, but Placencia comes away with it. Now down to Roller. Out to Andrew. She fakes the 3. Over to Martfeld. Resets it to McDaniel. Coach Jenkins calling the play. Now to Roller. She keeps it. 3 up, 3 good. Delaney Roller from three-point territory. She's got all 5, and if she gets active in this ball game, then this is a different game for the Lady Wildcats.
Just like you said, she called up that play for her.
And now Edwards with the ball, comes off the screen, has Andrew on her, looks to go inside against her, puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Placencia comes in for the rebound. Great job by Placencia to secure it. And that'll be tipped out by the charging Wildcats and Hatley.
Hey, that was a big-time move right there by April Edwards. I mean, she knew she was going to the basket. She made a little spin move and just missed finishing the layup right there.
Made a great move. Looked like a stud move for sure as McDaniel dribbles it across to Galatia Andrew now over to Roller in the corner. She's feeling hot. Resets it, but stolen away by Freeman. That's going to be something the Wildcats got to watch all night, is those passing lanes. As Freeman will go inside now and is blocked by Martfeld, but as they will call a foul as well. And that'll be assessed to Placencia.
Yep. That'll be Placencia's first foul right there.
Normally see Placencia in foul trouble. That's kind of where she lives in a lot of games. But it's going to be interesting to see. You've got Hatley, Madison Hatley, who is 6 foot. So you're going to need all the minutes you can get from Placencia to shut down in the paint. As Freeman is at the line, will take the other free throw and gets it to fall. Missed the first, got the second. 3-5 our score. 2-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in Rogers Mounties Arena in the round 2 of the state tournament.
3:35 left to go here in the first quarter.
And now McDaniel with the ball. They looked for Roller. Now Andrew. They're looking for a post up now from McDaniel, but don't get it. A reset to Andrew. She'll drive inside. Might have got fouled, but no call is called, and that'll go the other way. Edwards will inbound. And Freeman will run the point. 3-5 our score with a 2-point lead favoring the Lady Wildcats.
Wildcats setting up in a man-to-man defense here.
Very interesting. Almost worked out on the play. They send it over. Mid-ranger up good. Book it for the charging Wildcats.
It's one of those plays where you can't coach height. You either got it or you don't.
As that one's loose, and that's also a play that you can't coach effort. As Tate has the ball now. Goes inside. McDaniel meets her. Roller steals it, and now McDaniel has it. The Wildcat defense has been playing very efficient here tonight, but their offense has not gotten along with it as much as they need it.
Well, it's both defenses doing a good job filling the passing lanes and getting some steals.
McDaniel stutter steps, goes inside, gets fouled on the play, and that'll be a blocking foul, a late call, but at the same time a call indeed by the refs here.
Was a late whistle right there. That'll put McDaniels on the line, shooting 2.
McDaniel did a great job of getting to the line last time the Wildcats played, had 14 free throws in that ball game, or 14 made free throws, I should say, as McDaniel sinks that one.
I don't think Coach Jenkins could tell her to stop driving to the basket. I don't think she'd do it.
No, and why would she at this point? Because Patience McDaniel is an unstoppable force when it comes to driving into the paint. But it looks like Edwards has done a lot of the same work as well for this team, so it's going to be interesting to see how those two go against each other.
Defabal in for the Wildcats now. We liked her little burst of energy on defense the other night.
Hicks with the ball. Gives it up now. Brown. Brown puts on the moves on Martfeld. Sends it down to Hatley. Up good. Quick bucket right there by the North Little Rock charging Wildcats.
Good passes usually make good baskets.
As Deffenbaugh will bring it across. She'll set up the offense. Galatia Andrew out of the ballgame. It's going to be very interesting minutes without Andrew. As Roller comes around the screen and will travel on the play.
Couldn't decide whether she wanted to drive that in or make that open pass out of there to the wing, so she kind of got hung up in limbo there.
Andrew comes back immediately. Against a team like this who are playing very good full court pressure, you're going to need every minute you can get from Galatia Andrew. As now Hicks with the ball. Going inside against Martfeld. Sends it out to Edwards. Edwards, 3 up, 3. Good! Book it for Edwards.
That was from a step or two behind the line there, too. She's showing she has some range.
It's been a low-scoring affair, but a scoring is 10-6 as Andrew now has the ball. Gets it inside to Placencia, looking for McDaniel. Sides, I'll do it on my own. Sends it to the corner. 3 up by Roller. Good! Delaney Roller with 8 points in the ballgame for Roller. She has been the scoring option here for the Wildcats.
2 threes.
2 threes and a very good pull-up J. Roller doing it all right now on offense. goes over to the corner. Defense lacking a little bit on that play and got a wide open shot. Couldn't capitalize where the charging Wildcats. As now Patience McDaniel in stride. Not a lot going to stop that. As she pulls up for mid-range, good. 11-10 our score. That's how fast the Wildcats can get back into a ball game.
Right, and I like the stop and pop right there. We got 40 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, and she knew they've been clogging her up and blocked her shot a few times. How about I hit this little jumper?
And that's something that McDaniel added to her game that was not seen in years past, but is much needed in this ball game tonight, as they will clog the paint, put as many people in there as they possibly can, and take away that little layup that she gets on the left block.
Again, the shoe tie. Maybe the ref needs to remind him about those double knots.
I didn't learn how to tie my shoe until second grade, so.
You still don't. I'm looking at your Velcro shoes.
As Edwards, I think that's Edwards now with the ball. She's against Andrew, goes inside, puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Andrew kind of played the smart up play and kind of like let her go, and she wasn't used to that no contact. As Roller tries another one, Lettingham rebounds, now out to McDaniel. She'll go inside, get the contact, and we'll go to the line, shooting two here for the Wildcats. She's been doing that a lot tonight, of just going inside, creating the contact, but it's not legal contact for the other team.
Right. I mean, Patience McDaniel doing Patience McDaniel type stuff right there.
She has 3 points of the 11 scored, 8 of the other ones going to Roller, as Jasmine Rojas will come in for 4.2 seconds here.
And that's good. That's going to prevent Placencia from picking up a cheap foul right here, because she's already got one.
As McDaniel will sink the free throw. Missed the first, got the second. She split both of her free throws at the line. As now Freeman brings it up. Only 1 second left. Takes it. The buzzer, no good. A very good shot, though, considering the time that they had left.
It was a good-looking shot.
As that'll do it for our first quarter. 12-10 our score. 2-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in the second round of the state tournament. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
In time. Two elements that are unforgiving to any fence. At Sands Fencing, we know Northwest Arkansas can have some crazy weather. That's why we build beautiful quality custom fences designed to stand strong against time and weather. Whether you're new in town or your roots run deep, here's the number you need to keep. Call Sands Fencing today. Get a Sands fence at your place.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. 12-10 our score, a 2-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. The 3 seed versus the 2 seed, the Wildcats being the 3 seed, Charging Wildcats being the 2. It's going to be a fun game no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, it's a battle already right here. I mean, not as high scoring as both of these teams have done earlier in the tournaments, and that goes to defense on both sides.
Yes, and I mean, Wildcats dropping 71 points in their first outing. This is actually the first outing for the Charging Wildcats in the state tournament, so going to be interesting to see how they perform for the rest of the way as they give it up to Roller. Comes around the screen, fakes the shot, gives it up. Galatia Andrew fakes it again. She's not been able, they've keyed in on her.
13 seconds left on the shot clock.
McDaniel going to go inside, do McDaniel things, and a charge drawn by Edwards. I don't know about that one. I think she caught her on the wrong side, as that one was a little questionable, but at the same time it was called, and it'll go the other way with 7:30 left to play. Little rhyming right here. I like Dr. Seuss. As Freeman with the ball, she's guarded by Andrew. Andrew can't really switch, but they tried it right there. Freeman goes inside, gets it. 12-12, now our score.
Placencia couldn't decide if she wanted to come out there and attack that shot or sit back, and well, she did a great job of going right to the basket and getting an easy layup there.
These Charging Wildcats are not afraid of contact in the least as they give it up to Roller. Trying to get a screen that gets back tipped by Edwards. And now Freeman with the ball. The Wildcats having a little bit of struggles here to start off the second quarter offensively. Now Freeman gives it back up. Over to Edwards. She's already hit a 3 tonight. They've now got a 6'3" big girl in there. As that's Evans. Edwards goes inside and will get fouled on the play. That's going to be assessed to Andrew.
Galatia giving up a lot of size right there, and she played aggressive on the defense right there. She's going to make her earn them from the line.
As that first one's up and good for the Charging Lady Wildcats. Lady Charging Wildcats, maybe? I don't know.
Katie Fimple in for the Charging Wildcats.
As Edwards will shoot up the second and get it to fall. She got the pair. 14-12. Now our score, a 2-point lead now for the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. As Galatia Andrew will bring it across the timeline here for the Wildcats. Gives it up Lunningham, guarded by Fimple. Now McDaniel, they're respecting her 3. They give it back to Roller. Mismatch down low for Placencia. They try to get it to her. Not allowed. And steps out of bounds does Evans.
Little late whistle there. I was wondering if he was watching those feet or not because she was about 2 feet out.
As McDaniel will inbound a box set here for the Wildcats. They get it inside to Andrew, right back to McDaniel for a little pull-up J. Good. That's exactly how it was drawn up. Wildcats performed to perfection right there.
And I think she's going to find more success with that little jumper than she is with driving to the hole. A lot of size over there on the North Little Rock squad, and they all seem like shot blockers.
Yep, they subbed out Hatley, a 6-foot post player, for a 6'3" post player in Evans. So you're not losing size at all with your backup big. As Freeman will dribble it across. She's the smallest girl on the court for the Charging Wildcats at 5'6". Still a big height advantage over Andrew. As Andrew will pick up the foul. Interesting play. Andrew going to have to watch herself. That's her second, and she is much needed in this ball game for the Wildcats.
And it looks like it's been a thought for them. They're going to attack Galatia. It looks like when we're in man-to-man, they keep going right at her because they have a size advantage at every position against her.
Yep, about 5'6" Freeman against about a 5'3" Andrew. So it's interesting to see, and then the rest of them are above 5'9" for the Charging Wildcats. As substitution here, number 22, Jemiah Brown will sub back into the ball game for Edwards.
And they're saying only 5'10" on that one.
Yeah.
I think she's grown since the beginning of the season.
As the second free throw's up, good. 15-14 our score. Martfeld will come back into the ball game, replacing Lunningham. You want to see Martfeld get a little active here offensively, maybe try to take some pressure away from the face guarding of McDaniel and now the face guarding of Roller.
Well, we need those inside touches so we can kick those out for our three-point shooters.
Well, they're actually, let me rephrase that, they're face guarding Andrew and McDaniel. So going to be interesting to see the triangle and 2 a little bit. As now Roller comes away with it. Fimple doing a good job against her. Martfeld over to Andrew. Andrew can shoot it from there, but it has a heavy defense on her. She'll drive inside, send it out to Roller. Roller going to drive. Now back out to Martfeld. 5 seconds left on the clock. Martfeld going to have to make a move. Sends it out to Roller. 3 up, 3 short on the play. 15-14 is our score right now with 5:17 remaining.
Got down on the shot clock there and kind of had to force that 3.
Oh, great move. Great finish right there by Sakaya Hicks.
Up and under move right there. That's a Sports Center highlight reel type play.
Now Andrew gives it up McDaniel. Now over to Roller. She fakes the 3. Fimple doing a good job on that one. Andrew going to set up the offense. They run it for McDaniel to get a screen. Martfeld, she fakes it, goes inside, creates the contact, and gets the bucket. Martfeld will not be stopped on that play.
I mean, just like you called up at between quarters there, Connor, Martfeld needed to get herself established in the paint, and there she goes.
That was a very strong move by Martfeld, as now Hicks is attacking her. Gives it out. Fimple now inside. 6'3" against a lot of Wildcats that are not 6'3", I can tell you that. Now send out Freeman. She'll drive inside, put up the shot, and good. She protected it very well away from the Wildcat shot blocker and Patience McDaniel, and that will go now to the Wildcats.
Markfield took a little hit right there on that play. I bet Lunningham's going to come in for her.
Freeman stripped the play on that, as now Andrew guarding, puts up the shot. Miss right there. Andrew played it perfectly defensively, as now McDaniel brings up the ball. She pulls up mid-range, not good. Roller comes away with a rebound. She pulls up mid-range, gets it. Delaney Roller has been a scorer tonight for the Wildcats. 10 points for her of the 18 scored. Her shot has been on point.
Yes.
As they pull away the substitution of Lunningham.
Looks like Markfield says, nope, I'm good.
They go inside, and Hicks can't get it. Now McDaniel coming out of the pack. 3-on-2. She pulls up, mid-range, long. Tries to rebound the own ball, but doesn't get it, and Fimple will come the other way. Doesn't have numbers, but decides to go against Andrew instead and will not get the play. See, they saw Andrew, and they really want to attack her tonight, but not capitalizing on that one.
And that's a great job by her. She did a good job of backing off that, not creating the foul, and just letting her miss.
Roller now with the ball, gives it up Martfeld. She fakes the jumper. Now to Martfeld, now to Roller. She'll pull up, 3, up, no good. Rebounded by Martfeld, puts on the moves and is fouled from behind by not Hatley,
That's not
Evans.
a foul. They're calling a travel on that. I guess they're saying she took steps before she got hit there, because there definitely was some contact. And I can see Martfeld still holding her head right there. I mean, I think she got banged in the head there a few possessions ago.
Yeah, that one was a little detrimental call, as the Wildcats needed a bucket, or at least needed some free throws. 19-18 our score. That's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Taneytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. The ball in play, and so are we. 2:24 left to play in the second quarter. 19-18 our score, a 1-point lead for the charging Wildcats. As Hicks with the ball. She sizes up Andrew. Pulls it out. Over, 3, up 3, good. It was on point. You can see it all the way from up here.
Yeah, that's Brown's second three-point basket from that exact same spot.
As now Andrew with the ball against Fimple. They double team. Sends it over to Martfeld. Now back to Andrew. Nope, Fimple stole it away. Andrew going to have to watch herself on this play. And Fimple misses it. And there you go, recovered by Brown. She puts it back up and gets it. 6-point lead now for the charging Wildcats.
Galatia being a little careful right now because she has 2 personal fouls, so she really couldn't play good defense right there.
Not really, unless she got in front and took a charge, but at the same time, that's still a risk by how this game is being called right now, as they've called a lot of charges.
Right, but she was doing her setup play right there where she kind of lets him go and comes from behind for the block. I was glad she didn't swat at it right there.
Yes, as that was minutes without McDaniel. They didn't like it as they sub her right back in. Coach Jenkins really can't survive without McDaniel at some points.
Right.
They get it inside to Placencia, back to Roller. Thought she was about to take that for a second.
Al Dillard range.
They give it inside. Placencia up. Good. quick basket for the Wildcats. That's what they need to do, is get those easy baskets when they can. Placencia capitalizing right there. Now,
great pass.
Very good pass. Now Freeman with the ball. The big-to-big connection right there. Edwards down low. Straight up defense by Placencia. Doesn't matter. And the score by the 6'3" Evans.
They answer with a post-to-post layup.
Now McDaniel puts on the spin moves. Goes up. Gets fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line. Shooting 2.
I think they're going to call that on the floor right there.
Interesting call. Foul's a foul, though.
Before the shot.
Yep, for the shot. You're right.
Still going to be 5 personal fouls on them. 4 fouls for us. We got 59.4 left to play in the first half here.
26-20 as McDaniel now will inbound.
Little holding foul right there. Charged to Hicks.
You said it, though. They try to shoot screens. They shoot screens very, very well by the Wildcats. I mean, the screens by Placencia, who's a very good screen setter, have not been effective in the least.
Right. I've seen Delaney Roller take some hits right there on some picks tonight.
Placencia up and good. Give her 4. Back-to-back buckets for Placencia. 22-26. The Wildcats aren't going anywhere. As Freeman will go up, gets it. Neither are the charging Wildcats. Andrew gets free. Zizzy Cooper guarding. Now Andrew, she does get free for 3, doesn't get it.
Jump ball.
Jump ball call. Possession arrow will favor the charging Wildcats. 28-22, 6-point lead, 26.3 seconds remaining in the quarter. About to be halftime. The Wildcats probably need it. They've been running up and down for a while here. So do the charging Wildcats.
Hey, what a great ball game right here. It got up to 6 points right here real quick, but it sure feels a lot closer than that.
Yes, it was a 1-point ball game at one point, as Coach Fimple will call a timeout.
So Coach Fimple right there, I just put that connection in there. We've got Katie Fimple, so it looks like we got the daughter out there playing.
Yes, who was playing some good defense earlier against Andrew, as that is a 30 seconds, so we'll stay right here no matter what. 28-22, 6-point lead. The Wildcats kind of were in a 1-point ball game, and then it kind of stretched out with a 3-pointer by, I'm pretty sure Jemiah Brown hit that 3-pointer. She's got 2 in the ball game. She did a good job. I mean, what do you think about that play?
Yeah. Yeah, she's hit a couple. They better watch her on this side of the court, because she's made 2 of them from there, and it didn't touch anything but the bottom of that net.
Yeah, 22-28, 6-point lead, 18.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter, as we've seen the starting lineup really stay in there tonight for the Wildcats. They haven't made a lot of substitutions. Lunningham and Defenbaugh have come, and Rojas have come in for very little spot minutes. As the ball is in play, Edwards gets the screen from Hatley. Now goes inside against Placencia. Fouled on the play. Not necessarily the call you want to see by the Lady Wildcats.
Well, Placencia is going to pick up her second personal right there. And depending on what happens on the line, there's a big difference in a 6-time halftime lead and an 8-point lead. But there is 9.2 seconds left, so that is going to give the time for the Wildcats to get down court and get a shot off.
I mean, with this defense that the charging Wildcats have been playing, I don't know. They've been playing some very good full-court defense, harassing the ball very well in this ball game.
They've been great from the line, too.
They have been. Edwards again gets it. They will stay in the full-court press. As McDaniel does get free, dribbles through defenders, goes inside, puts on the spin move, goes up, doesn't get it. Charging Wildcats coming the other way. Attempt from half court. Very close, but no good. And like you said, an 8-point and a 6-point lead is very different. They've got an 8.1 going into halftime.
Pacia's taking a beating when she's driven to the basket right there. I think she was expecting contact right there and didn't get it. That was a great job by the North Little Rock defense.
Yes, it very much was. They've done a great job of keeping Patience McDaniel in check. Only 6 points for McDaniel, 10 points for Delaney Roller in this ballgame. We're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be right back here after a word from a few of our sponsors.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Are you tired of being turned down for mortgage loans? Advantage One Mortgage is here for you. With over 50 years of combined experience, Advantage One Mortgage LLC are here for your needs. They also offer cash-out refinancing and free pre-approval. Call Advantage One Mortgage today.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
What was that?
What's all that racket?
Quokka! Did you hear that?
Sounds like a wild animal.
A wild animal?
What if we told you you could buy your next home without having to compromise? That's exactly what the Har-Ber Come Home Savings Program can do for you. Choose between a $5,000 design studio allowance, a $7,500 luxury kitchen and bath upgrade, $3,500 in closing costs, or a 0.5% rate buy down, saving you thousands over the life of your loan. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Come home to a place you love. Head to Har-Ber's website today to take advantage of this limited time offer.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
No matter what kind of car you drive, 2 things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you,
best inventory I would say in the state, and my people are not only experienced in the car business, but they're experienced in the people business. Whether you just check us out online or you check us out in person, we want you to visit us. Claymaxi NWA and ClayMaxiNWA.com.
Are you ready for a new career opportunity? Ready for
Teamwork.
Ready for
competitive benefits.
Ready for
A friendly culture.
ready for
Stability and growth.
ready for
Limitless opportunities.
Cintas, ready for the workday.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Dude, the Razorbacks are so overrated. They really just lost their best player to the NBA.
Guys, we have to think of WCSN commercial ideas. We've been getting so many complaints, and our only one right now is Jump Off the Rotunda, and our stuntman Luis is afraid of heights. Remember, there are no dumb ideas, so who's got one? Dutch.
All right, picture me in a bikini.
Never want to picture that again. Eyes already hurting, and I'm going to erase this. That was terrible. Okay?
What if we make a hype video for cheer?
Not going to happen. No.
What if we promote surveillance in the school bathrooms?
Possibly.
What if we brought a real wildcat into school?
I hate it already. So many people will die.
What if we make a commercial about us making a commercial?
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Para un cafecito y charla en la mañana, un menú completo de información. Nuestro compromiso con la familia Springdale llega con la segunda temporada. Nuevas entrevistas, invitados especiales, temas de interés, educación, cultura, identidad y deportes. Entérate de lo que está pasando en el noroeste de Arkansas. Únete al diálogo y acompáñame. Soy Maribel Tapia en Cafecito y Charla.
Experience everything Springdale has to offer. Visit explorespringdale.com or download the new Explore Springdale app. It's the best place to discover all there is to do and see in Springdale. We'll help you explore our many eateries and attractions and introduce you to our shopping, arts, parks, and trails. You'll also find links to our great hotels and meeting venues. Download the new Explore Springdale app or visit explorespringdale.com to begin your Springdale adventure.
Stuck frozen while I stay in motion. I'ma pass you up while you stop and smell the roses. Pure devotion. You just dip your toes in. Leave you in the past. I was built for the moment. Look, unfazed. Tie game for
launches it half court. Gets it to fall. Andrew with the half court heave.
If it didn't break me, it only made me stronger. What's passion?
She'll go inside, won't be deterred, and gets the layup. Another jumper, gets it to fall, but Cynthia is scoring at will right now.
You just gotta keep going, that's the game, that's the game.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. You're bringing back to the action here in Rogers Mounties Arena in round 2 of the state tournament as the Lady Wildcats take on the Charging Wildcats. They're down by 8 are the Wildcats. Which ones, you ask? Well, the ones in blue. As Andrew with the ball gives it up to Martfeld. A lot of scoring going to happen here for the Wildcats to get back into it. They give it down to McDaniel. She was hit on the play heavily. Edwards loses the handle, and it'll go the other way back to the Wildcats, but McDaniel is a little bit shaken up on the play.
I'm glad this long right here will give her a chance to kind of regroup right there.
Yeah,
get her bearings again.
Hit the floor pretty hard, had no bracing on it, so kind of just went like that.
It's a physical game so far.
Stolen away by Tate. She goes up, gets it to fall. The North Little Rock Charging Wildcats are not looking to stop for anybody, as that's into Placencia in the middle. Back to Andrew, but thrown out of bounds. The Wildcats are a little bit shaken up right now.
This does not look like the Lady Wildcats right here to start the first 33 seconds of this second half.
Now Freeman with the ball. Trying to get some screens up top, but just declines them all. Now inside to Edwards. Now, ooh, maybe a travel, but not called. 3 up by Edwards, no good. Rebounded by Martfeld. Good defensive stand right there by the Lady Wildcats, but they've got to do something on offense if they want this game to keep.
It's another hard hit right there. I think this is a great timeout right here by the Wildcats. I was thinking it. We looked a little bit rattled and out of character for us. It's good to go ahead and use one of those timeouts and try and get them going.
Yep, 5 timeouts to 3 timeouts. The North Little Rock Charging Wildcats have not used one yet, but 32-22, they haven't needed to yet, to be honest, as 30 seconds will stay right here. What do the Wildcats got to do to get back into this ball game and change the score?
Hey, for sure, we've got to not turn the ball over like we've already done here a couple of times, but we got to get back to playing good Lady Wildcat defense. We need to block out and get some rebounds. I'll tell you, 10-point lead against this North Little Rock team, that's going to be a tall hill to climb.
That is going to be definitely a tall drink of water, as 32-22, our score, a 10-point lead for the Charging Wildcats here in the round 2. As 6:41 left to play. This is normally, we've seen all conference long, or all state tournament long, I mean. The bye has hurt a lot of teams. You saw it last night with the men's Wildcat team. The bye hurt them.
Right.
The bye has not hurt these Charging Wildcats. They have been on point tonight. As that's stolen away, Roller in the full court. Freeman steals it. Roller put it in her face, and Freeman got it. Gives it up. Now Tate. She'll go inside, put up the shot. She was not active in that first half. Not very. She goes inside. She's got a lot more active in this one. Stolen away, goes up, and will be fouled by Martfeld. They put their pedal to the metal.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing aggressive and they're playing hard. They're playing like if they don't win tonight, that their season's over.
And the Lady Wildcats not playing like that right now, have not stepped it up in the high gear that we normally see them playing in.
And I think a lot of that, I think they felt the pressure of that 8-point halftime lead, because that's a lot of points to give up to this North Little Rock team.
But 13's a lot more, especially against this good of a team. Wildcats need some March Madness stuff to go on here to get back in it. Now Martfeld gives it up. Placencia now to Andrew. Sends it all the way to McDaniel. She'll line up a 3. Up, doesn't get it. It's been that kind of quarter. They get it up. And layup no good. Rebounded by Placencia. She has to have 10 rebounds by now or close to it.
Yeah, I thought that pass was going out of bounds and going to hit the cheerleaders back there. That was a great job running under that one by Jemiah Brown.
Andrew gives it to Placencia. And picked from behind. Freeman gets it. 1-on-0. Now Roller gets into the pack. Freeman creates the contact and gets the bucket. And Coach Fimple, irately happy over there on the sideline for the Charging Wildcats, playing some good basketball right now.
And it's because Freeman, she's using that free arm as a little stiff arm. I mean, that looks like some NFL action right there.
That definitely did not look like a legal basketball play, but at the same time, it's a play.
Yep.
Made by a good player.
Yeah, and that's a timeout by North Little Rock. They're excited about what it's going. They're going to regroup their girls and keep them at the level that they're on.
Yeah, I mean, they got to rest those legs at this point, as they have been really running up the Wildcats. And you've got a very senior-heavy lineup in right now. 4 seniors on the court with Roller. You got to see some of that senioritis maybe that we saw in the men's Wildcat team last night come into play here, because their season could be over. This could be some of their last games of basketball ever played. Patience McDaniel, English, Andrew continuing to play at the college level, but at the same time, last game as a Lady Wildcat.
Right, and we've seen them in these Wildcat jerseys about for 142 games over the last few years.
Yeah, enough for Patience McDaniel to get over 2,000 points. As McDaniel, Martfeld, and Andrew, all 4-year players for the Lady Wildcats, played as freshmen. As Andrew now has the ball. Giving up to McDaniel. She'll go inside, is back pick. They have done an amazing job of taking her water away tonight.
Hey, and they're using their hands. They're very active with their hands, and they get a lot of strips.
Chicken strips or anything. Yep, they're doing a lot of it. As they get inside to Roller, she keeps it, dribbles baseline, sends it out. Markfeld, mid-ranger up, good. Book it for Markfeld.
That's big time for us right there. I mean, we got the lid off the bucket right there.
Very important bucket by the Lady Wildcats. 2-3 zone. You said you wanted to see it. Here it is. Or 3-2 maybe. Yeah, 3-2. They get it inside to Tate. She's against McDaniel. Knocks her down. No call called as Andrew will bring it the other way. Gives it up McDaniel. Trying to break down Freeman. Goes inside. That is a foul. And it is called.
Like to see the backside ref calling that one. You know, if you're a North Little Rock fan, you can hear him get excited there because that's really out of position for him to make that call. But most of the time, when you swing hard like that, they're going to call it a foul whether it's not. And I think that one probably was not that time.
Really? Interesting. I thought it was a little reach across the body a little bit.
Okay, well, that was before, but it looked like on the shot, the
yes.
block. She swung hard, but it looked like she got a lot of that ball.
And we're seeing a replay of it. I'm going to have to change my mind on that one. She 100% got a lot of that ball.
I thought so.
As that one's rebounded by Tate. McDaniel misses the free throw, made the first. Now playing some heavy defense.
There we go.
And picks up the foul.
Hey, we got to not worry about the fouls. She's going to pick up her third right there, but we've got to not worry about that. To get back in this ball game, we're going to have to get nasty.
Get some physical play by the Wildcats right here. 40-25 our score. Now Freeman. Guarded by Andrew. She'll go inside, puts on the brakes. Goes up, doesn't get it, short on the play, tries to rebound over the back of Andrew. And again, no call by the baseline referee. Had to be called by the top referee.
Right. Hey, but that's a good job. That's why we got 3 guys out there.
That's very true.
Give you a little bit of help right there. So the crews this whole week have been doing a great job.
As McDaniel goes inside, will get fouled on the shot. That'll be 2 shots for McDaniel. We're both actually referees. You've refereed some games. I refereed some games for Springdale Youth Center. So we both know a little bit of what we're talking about,
right?
More than the normal.
And we can also respect the fact that sometimes you just can't see it from the backside, and you can't blow a whistle on a call if you don't see it, even if everybody else in the arena did.
Completely correct. As McDaniel missed the first, she has had a rough time from the free throw line tonight, but sinks the second.
I'll tell you, I think that last time out, North Little Rock called it, but I think it helped us. I think Coach Jenkins challenged the girls and said, we got to start getting after it.
And not a lot Coach Jenkins can do right now. She can't coach effort as McDaniel gets it. Going to go in the full court. Goes, weaves, puts it up good. Patience McDaniel, the Wildcats, kind of fighting a little bit back into it. 12-point deficit now as Edwards with the ball. Knocks down McDaniel. Charge drawn. Patience McDaniel.
You know, sometimes it's not about having your feet set, but it's that offensive player create the contact, and I believe she lowered that shoulder and did there.
Very much so. As Andrew sends it to Placencia. And gives it back to Andrew. Now Andrew, the Wildcats have a little bit of momentum here, need to capitalize on it.
Little hand checking going on.
Some good defense by Tate, some physical defense by Tate. As Martfeld with the ball, gives it inside Placencia. She'll go up with the hook shot, good. And here come the Wildcats.
Left-handed layup right there. You like to see her using the left hand right there, using her body to shield it off and making that with the left hand.
Like I said, this is a senior-heavy team. They've been in positions like this before. As Freeman with the ball, they've got them on the ropes. Edwards looks to stop it. She does.
Some momentum stopper right there.
You can't allow those if you're the Har-Ber Wildcats. And a double dribble called on Patience McDaniel, and the momentum has been swayed back to the charging Wildcats. You had them on the ropes.
Yeah, well, we had it back down to 10 points right there. Had a chance to get it down to 8 or 7, and again, here we are, boom. With 2:51 left to play in the third, it's back up to 13.
as Hicks with the ball against Andrew. Now another three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Placencia, who has done an amazing job of blocking out tonight and getting those rebounds for the Lady Wildcats. Patience McDaniel not going to be stopped and will be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line, shooting 2 here for the Lady Wildcats.
That's a senior deciding my team needs me right now, and I'm going to get a little more aggressive, and I'm going to start taking it to the rack. And that's what Patience McDaniel does. That's why she has over 2,000 points.
Very much so. When she makes up her mind, not a lot's going to stop her other than maybe a freight train, as McDaniel will miss the first free throw. Has had a struggle from the line tonight.
And I feel like they've had a couple of freight trains today.
Yes.
Because she's had a hard time getting points in the paint.
Very much true. When you have 6'3" in there and 6 foot, it's kind of hard to score on top of it, as McDaniel misses the pair. Were important free throws for the Wildcats, but can't get them all, as Edwards has the ball against Martfeld. Gives it up, Tate. Tate weaves through defenders, sends it down low. Blocked by Placencia, stolen away by Roller. She'll bring the ball up for the Cats. Gives it up, McDaniel. She'll pull up, 3, short. As that's sent up. Edwards up, good. Book it for Edwards.
That's a great shot right there by April Edwards. She had a lot of pressure in her face right there by Roller, and she still made a great shot.
45-30, 15-point lead for the Charging Wildcats. Andrew sends it to Placencia. Mid-range jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Edwards. She's going the other way quickly. Sends it over to the corner. Tate fakes it, goes inside, puts up the shot. Defense wasn't there. McDaniel was scared to pick up her 4th.
Tate with the left-hander. I'm not sure if she's left-handed or that's her offhand, but that was a pretty-looking shot right there.
That's McDaniel handling the ball. She is not going to look to stop. Goes inside and misses the shot. Tate with the rebound. It's been that kind of night for the Wildcats. Tate down low to Hicks. Up, good.
Both teams have had the foot down on the gas pedal right there, and it looks like it's paying off more for North Little Rock than it is for Har-Ber right now. Lundingham set to come in for the Wildcats.
Now Andrew with the ball.
50 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
Andrew weaves through defenders, sends it out Roller. She'll pull up from 3. Gets it! The Lady Roller doesn't want her season to be over. She's played a great night tonight. 13 points for Roller.
That 3 just gets us back to 16 right now.
And if you're Coach Jenkins, you're pitching, let's get it down to 10. Let's get it down to 8. It's not, let's win this thing. Let's get it down.
Placencia with a little reaching foul right there. We're not going to give up layups anymore, it looks like. 27.4 left to play here in the third quarter.
Placencia's third.
Jocelyn Tate on the line.
I also want to say, right now, there is no student section here at all for the Lady Wildcats.
We were talking about that before the game, that we hadn't seen them. Halftime, we still hadn't. Unbelievable. Here we are. You know, this is second round right here. Chance to make it to the semifinals.
Chance to make it to semifinals and play tomorrow. 51-33, 18-point lead for the Charging Wildcats. McDaniel gets it inside to Deffenbaugh. She'll run the point here. No shot clock on. Keeps it. And a foul called. That'll be assessed to Zizzy Cooper.
We got Deffenbaugh back in there. She brings that effort there on the defensive end. Really athletic.
But you go very small to do so with the 6'3" big in there for North Little Rock. Roller comes in for a shooter step in 3. Can't get it to fall, and Tate coming the other way. Inside, that's what's going to happen when you don't have any size in there. You said it earlier, Placencia's worth is being known when she's out of the ball game. As that one's missed, the third period was all North Little Rock. They built up what was an 8-point lead to now a 20-point lead, 53-33. And we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
No matter what kind of car you drive, two things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. We have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. And our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. Don't wait another day and take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing. Only at your local Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Try the 3 and 3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. 33-53, a 20-point lead for the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. Not the game that the Wildcats wanted to go into this ball game with.
Right. Hey, this is a big hill to climb right here. Definitely got their work, but I'd like to see this fourth quarter full of Wildcat pride right here, and that they play hard and they go right till the final whistle.
That's very true.
And that's classic Jenkins basketball.
Very true. As it goes over to Fimple. Fimple 3, up 3, doesn't get it. Deffenbaugh is going to get fouled on the play and basically stepped on by Tate.
And like you said, we're giving up size right there, but we're gaining in hustle right there because that was a good block out right there. She's got some hops. She got up for that rebound. If she didn't have those hops, it was going to be North Little Rock basketball.
Very much so. Could have been an offensive rebound. As Carrie Deffenbaugh will go to the line, shooting 2 here, or shooting 1 and 1, I should say, for the Wildcats. As she will sink the first. Practice paying off right there. In the words of Alan Iverson, practice? Yes, it pays off. Anybody know that quote? I hope I'm not the only one.
I know the quote, but
okay.
I'm also 102 years old.
As Deffenbaugh doesn't get the second. Tate with the rebound. And a foul called on Roller.
Reaching foul right there. Again, these hustle fouls, we got to have them. I mean, we got to go for every loose ball. We've got to try and strip every ball that gets around you.
Rollers first.
Can't take them home with you, so you'd like to see our girls with no 1, maybe 2 fouls start getting really aggressive.
As Tate kind of blew past a lot of defenders right there. Now over 3, up 3, no good. Rebounded by the big girl. Inside, doesn't get that one. McDaniel's guarding her. McDaniel has 3 fouls, so can't do much.
And Paisha stuck now playing the inside of our zone down there, and so she's got to be careful with 3 personals. Great sportsmanship right there. North Little Rock helping Patience up off the ground right there.
As substitutions here for North Little Rock, they're going to get a little smaller, but Edwards will come back in the ball game. She's been a very strong player for them tonight.
Yeah, this has been a track meet. I'm not surprised to see the wave subs coming in.
A little bit of platooning being done here, Nolan Richardson days. As Andrew from deep 3, he doesn't get it. Not Martfeld, I should say. Roller trying to fight for it. That's given up by Hicks to Edwards, now to the corner to Freeman. Freeman going to drive, knock down McDaniel. Nope, McDaniel stays up. And no call. McDaniel did a great job of straight up defense right there.
Yeah, that was great. Another great thing, Ella Lenningham giving up about probably 7 inches right there. Whole lot of size right there with a good block out.
It's effort. That's all it's about. As Edwards knocks away the pass, that'll stay with the Wildcats. With the Wildcats. Roller will inbound.
19-point ball game with 6:48 left to play here in the fourth.
Gives it up Andrew. Now Roller. Comes around, pops the 3, doesn't get it. And Lunningham almost had another rebound right there.
Yep. That's why she's in. She's playing hard.
Edwards to the corner. 3, up 3, good. Jemiah Brown from 3-point territory, and that's what the story has been tonight, giving up the 3s that have really swayed the momentum.
Well, the only way that they've done that, Patience with a great basket right there, but the only way that works is with their drives in their inside basket. We've packed in some zone. We've tried to stop that. They kick it out, and the shooters make it. So this is really a lose-lose. They're playing out of their minds tonight.
They started off very slow in the first quarter. Were not able to get many buckets, but have really sped up this ball game to their liking. As we're going to send it to a quick commercial break with a little timeout here. We'll be right back here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
Welcome back, Wildcat Sports Network fans. 6:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. 56-36. The Wildcats going to need a March Madness miracle if they want to get back into this ball game. As Hicks with the ball, but it is March. We're going to have to see some of what the men's Wildcat team did last night. As that one's thrown out of bounds, a good defensive stand right there by the Lady Wildcats.
Kind of the first time we've made North Little Rock look a little razzled right there.
I love the word razzled.
Frazzled? How about
Frazzled.
that?
There we go. As Andrew has the ball, gives it up Roller. Pulls up for mid-range, doesn't get it. And rebound goes to Evans. Edwards swings it up. Now Brown might have traveled with it, but it's not called. Placencia, I don't know if that was held long enough to be a jump ball, but possession arrow will favor the charging Wildcats.
Definitely held long enough, but it looked like it was a kind of a hug from behind right there.
As Hicks will inbound. Gets it inside to Edwards. Dribbling baseline. Freeman. Now goes inside. Sends it down low. Up. Doesn't get it. Placencia with the rebound. Freeman tried to swipe it away. Placencia was not having it. As Andrew now has it.
Wildcats still playing with a little fight in them.
Down low. Tipped away, and that'll stay with the Wildcats. 56-36, a 20-point lead for the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats.
5:14 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Roller gives it back. Oh, no, keeps it. Now to Martfeld. She'll pull up mid-range, short. And Hicks will come away with it. Now Edwards. Sides against the three against McDaniel. Edwards against Martfeld now. Goes inside, sends it to the corner. Freeman up. No good. Air ball by Freeman.
Martfeld with the rebound.
Now McDaniel. Splits the defense. Goes into the body. Gets it. No call for Patience McDaniel.
I mean, call a charge, call a block, but we got to call something right there.
There was definitely contact created by both players. As Freeman now has the ball, it's an 18-point ball game. Freeman against McDaniel. Now going to get doubled. Now Brown gives it up to Edwards. Edwards goes inside, splits the pair, and will go to the free throw line, shooting two. She has done a great job of really shaking up the defense and getting past them.
Yeah, because Delaney was really good defense there. It took about for the fourth shake before she lost her, and then, it looked pretty easy to her driving to the hole.
April Edwards has had a great night tonight. 12 points for her in the ball game.
There's a lot of them. You look across there. I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. They've got a player with 13, a player with 10, a player with 12. They're spreading the love out.
As the other free throw's good, now she has 14. As Andrew will not touch the ball yet, so the clock has not started. They get it across the half-court mark.
4 minutes left to play here in the fourth.
Back. Oh, no. Roller keeps it. Pulls up from three. Doesn't get it. And that'll go out of bounds. The Wildcats have not been able to buy a 3 here.
20-point ball game with 3:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
They get it over to Tate. She'll go inside. Challenges Placencia. Won't get it. Evans will get fouled on the play. Martfeld kind of slapped down a little bit.
That's going to put Saria Evans on the line, shooting 2. First one's no good.
We're going to watch this
17 fouls apiece, so both teams going to be in 1-1. Going to be in the bonus for the rest of the ball game.
As the second one's good.
That shot brought to you by Arvest Banking.
There we go. I like that one. I didn't get it for a second, I'm going to be honest with you. As McDaniel with the ball.
You're kind of no more as a pretty face than a smart mind.
Thank you so much. As McDaniel with it, I'd rather have that. As Martfeld goes inside, sends it to Placencia, blocked away, but foul on the play is Placencia.
Looks like another good block right there. But, hey, you take it hard, aggressive, and again, it goes to when you swat hard at it, they're going to call a foul most of the time.
Yes. That size has really messed with the Wildcats here tonight. 6 foot and Hatley, 6'3" and Evans, as Placencia will miss the first. Hatley will come back into the ball game.
Madison Hatley into the game for the Rock.
Wildcats going to finish, it looks like, with a lot of seniors. Going to keep them in there.
Other than Roller, this is a senior lineup, also the starting lineup for the Wildcats. As Tate with the ball gives it up. Hicks. 3 up, 3 short. Andrew with the rebound. Now McDaniel. She'll go inside. Put up the shot. Doesn't get it. Tate with the rebound. Placencia trying to steal it away. Placencia throwing some hands.
Placencia doing a good job of getting out of there. There was some roughhousing going on, but that was not number 30 in blue.
Placencia is not going to do that.
No, she did a great job of getting away from the heated action right there. The refs are sitting there and they're talking about it on the court, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get something called on North Little Rock right there because I think there was a kick involved.
It's either going to be on North Little Rock or it's going to be a double technical on both.
I really couldn't see Placencia. The ball was caught between her legs and she was trying to get it.
There's a replay on it. As we see the replay, Placencia got it between her legs, is being grabbed from that side, kind of pushed, tries to get him off of her.
Here comes the kick. And maybe not. We'll see what the ref saw.
At least we have replay. I wish they had replay too to see kind of stuff like that.
It really slows the ball game down. I like just letting
true.
the refs call it. That is part of the game. You love them, you hate them, but they're part of the ball game.
They called one on Placencia.
That's her fifth.
Her fifth, and she'll be out.
Number 11 for Little Rock.
Yep, it's a double technical.
Again, I really thought Placencia did a good job of getting away from all that. One thing you're going to get from a Kim Jenkins team is they're going to keep their cool.
Lunningham, the substitution for Placencia with the 5 fouls.
So here we go. After all that, it is going to be a Wildcat throw-in with 2:53 left to play in regulation.
For those of you that don't know, it was a double technical, which means they cancel each other out. There will be no free throws, and the ball will go to whoever had possession, which will be the Wildcats. As the Wildcats now have the ball, Andrew comes around the screen from 3. He doesn't get it. Andrew has been scoreless in this ball game so far. Now Hicks. And Andrew back tips it, and they call a foul on her. Might have swiped down a little too hard on that one.
still good hustle from the girls wearing blue out there. 2:41 left to play in regulation. They're down 21 points, and they're still hustling like this is a tied-up ball game.
Very much true. As Edwards will come out. And the first free throw is good. Izzy Crittenden also going to sub in, as well as Macon Butler. Coach Jenkins saying, waving a little bit of a white flag here.
And I can see our Wildcat crowd's making some noise right here for our starters. I was about to say seniors again because Delaney Roller sure plays like a senior. We'll be glad to have her back next year.
Very much so. And, I mean, a player, it's not talked about enough, but a player that has not played a game this season but has one of the biggest impacts, or could have had one of the biggest impacts, was Jasmine MacArthur. She was out this season. Very, very good player, but had a torn ACL and was not able to play. She'll be back next year as well. Another scrappy call. Tate is involved in both of the scrappy calls. That'll be, I think, a technical on McDaniel, or at least a foul on McDaniel.
I think it's just a foul. They're calling a hold right there, so it's just going to be 2 free throws now.
You see Rojas, Butler, and Crittenden, so a younger crew here getting some playoff experience. 2 sophomores and a freshman. You keep Andrew and McDaniel on the court. Substitution here for the shooter. 61-38. Some math going to have to done. 23-point lead.
Rojas in now as well.
As that second one's good. And the Wildcats will now have the ball. Patience McDaniel will dribble it up.
2:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats trail by 24.
McDaniel not going to give up. Goes inside, will get fouled.
She hasn't got a lot of those calls tonight. They've been letting them play with a little bit of contact on both ends. It's not like it's one way, but the advantage to that has been definitely to North Little Rock.
As McDaniel will go to the line, Alexis Fitzgerald will sub into the ball game after that shot. She'll come in for Galatia Andrew. Andrew, this is not her last game of basketball. She's already committed to Rockhurst University, so she will be continuing playing, but this will be her last game as a Lady Wildcat. As Rojas rebounded it, jump ball, possession arrow will favor the charging Wildcats. Laurel Smith will sub into the ball game, replacing McDaniel, and that could be the last time we see McDaniel in a Har-Ber jersey. Sad night here for the Lady Wildcats.
Hard night for us too, huh, Connor? Oh, you hate to see this come to an end. I was expecting to win tonight.
I was very much so. We were even talking about a little bit of plans tomorrow of what we were going to do. So it was an interesting game for sure, as the ball's given up top to Hicks. Now guarded by Laurel Smith, breaks her down, puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Hatley with the rebound, up and good. And the funny thing is here, Pimple has not taken out some of his best players. He stayed in the game against what is the white flag of the Lady Wildcats. As we're going to get a jump ball call, possession arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats.
.150 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a 25-point charging Wildcat lead.
They get it inside to Fitzgerald, back to Smith. Now inside to Rojas. She's looking to go to work. Gets double teamed quickly. Hatley comes down with it. Now over to Cooper. Cooper one-on-one. Goes against Smith and will get the foul called on Smith. Laurel Smith will pick up her first.
Hey, we're shooting some free throws right here, Connor, and it looks like, unless we have a 30-point play, that this is probably going to be our last basketball game. Hey, take a minute and give a shout-out to all your Wildcat Sports Network crew, because I know for a lot of them, this is their last ball game, too.
Yes, I mean, Alexei Vargas, this is his last game ever. He's been doing it with me for 3 years. as well as Matt McCann, Trevor Lawson, and Cesar Batres. That's the crew here tonight, all seniors. This is our last time doing it. 2 of us 3-year seniors as well that have been doing basketball. It's been a fun run for sure. It's a tough one.
Hey, I've only called a few of these ball games. I got to tell you, I'm highly impressed with you kids. You guys show up. You've set this stuff up every game. We've got replays. This is legit as it gets right here.
And hopefully it continues that way, as Wildcats always find a way to muscle something up. As Hicks with the ball gives it up to Cooper. Goes inside, puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Up with the shot again is one of the charging Wildcats. Cooper comes away with it. Guarded in the corner by Smith. Smith steals it away. Now Fitzgerald gives it to Crittenden. Over to Butler, kind of a contested one. Inside to Rojas, over the top of the player, and no good. And now the seconds are ticking off the clock. Now Fimple gives it up Hicks. Puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Rojas with the rebound, and now Fitzgerald sends it up to Smith. Now inside to Butler. Outside to Fitzgerald. Inside to Crittenden. She'll put up the shot, and good. Izzy Crittenden with the bucket late in the fourth for the Wildcats.
Big time ball movement. That's great cuts, a great pass, and a heck of a finish right there by Izzy Crittenden.
Sophomore, she has a lot more to go in her tank for the Lady Wildcats. Given over. Now up top to Fimple. They can dribble out the clock if they want. They take a shot instead. Coach Jenkins very unhappy with the choice of shooting the ball when they're up by 25.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk a little bit about these seniors. Carrington Deffabaugh, Galatia Andrew, Ella Lunningham, Mary Blake Martfield, Alexis Placencia, Patience McDaniel. Hey, on behalf of the whole Wildcat family, thank you for what you've done here the last few years. I mean, we're starting a dynasty right here, a legacy of Wildcat basketball, and it started with you guys as youngsters, and what a great way for you to finish. It's not going to be a happy win tonight for us, but this was a great season.
This was a great season. I mean, back-to-back conference championships for the Lady Wildcats. They got the co-conference championship this year, but at the same time it counts as, I mean, they performed without Kaylin Coons. You lose Kaylin Coons, and you still manage to win the conference, which is pretty insane to think about losing that kind of big of a player. Had 1,700 points in her career.
Right.
But Patience McDaniel has been the story of this season. We want to give her a special shout out. Her, Andrew, and Martfeld for sure, because they have been 4-year players. They really, other than the first year Coach Jenkins has been here, have been the catalyst of a lot of this dynasty that you say we're building at the Wildcats. They have started it. They've kind of set the precedent for how a Wildcat, Lady Wildcat should play. And really, they are going to be missed dearly by the squad.
Right. When these youngsters that are here and the ones that are coming up from Central and Southwest, these are the girls that they're going to be trying to be like as they grow up, because these girls have set a really good precedence on what Wildcat basketball is.
And the Wildcats aren't done. They've got a very young group coming back next year, so it's going to be interesting to see. And on my last broadcast ever for the Wildcats, I'm Connor Jenkins. Alongside me is
Jared Park.
And we'll see you next season, or some of us will. Launches it half court, gets it to fall. Andrew with the half-court heave.